Good day, students. We have started with chapter number 4, that is angles and pairs of angles. Up in this chapter we have completed up to practice set 19. Today we will continue with the same, that is practice set 20. So practice set 20 is based on the property of vertically opposite angles. So the property of vertically opposite angles says if there are two angles that are vertically opposite to each other, then these angles are congruent angles. That means if one angle is given as 40 degree, the other will also be 40 degree. This is the property of vertically opposite angles. The angle formed by the opposite rays of the arm of an angle is said to be opposite angle. So these are nothing but vertically opposite angle, where two rays meet each other and the angle formed by the opposite rays, then the arms of the angles is said to be opposite angle. Moving ahead to the practice set 20. The first question says line AC and BD intersect each other at point P. Measure of angle APD is 47. Find the measure of APB, BPC and CPD. Seeing the solution. So we are given AC and BD intersect each other. So we have drawn the same. AC and BD intersect each other. Measure of APD is 47. We can see APD and APB. These are in a linear pair or a single line. The angles formed are in a single line. So according to the property of linear pairs, the addition of these two angles is 180 degree. Amongst these two angles, the measure of APD is given to us, that is 47. We can simply find out the value of APB by subtracting 180 and 47. So measure of angle APB will be 180 minus 47, which is 133. We got the value for APB. This is 133. Now you all can see APB and CPD. These are vertically opposite angles. These are vertically opposite angles, while these two are vertically opposite angles, because these are the opposite arms of rays and these are also the opposite side or opposite rays. So APB is equal to CPD is equal to 133 because it's a vertically opposite angle. Again APD is equal to BPC, which is also 47, since reason is vertically opposite angle. So we have found out the value for APB, CPD and BPC. Therefore, the measure of APB, BPC and CPD are 133, 47 and 133 respectively. That is, respectively means the first term refers to this first, the second term refers to this second, and the third value refers to the third term. Moving ahead to the second sum. So the second sum says, again it is also based on vertically opposite angle, the property of linear pair and the property of vertically opposite angle. So the question says, lines PQ and RS intersect at point M. Measure of PMR is x degree. What are the measure of PMS, SMQ and QMR? And a diagram is given to us. So using the diagram we can see PMR given is x degree. So PMR and PMS, again these are in a linear pair, that is in a straight line. So these form a linear pair. So again the addition of these two angles will be 180 degrees. So x plus PMS is equal to 180 degrees. So the value of PMS we get is 180 degree, or 180 minus x the whole degree. It is one and the same. Again PMR and SMQ are vertically opposite angles, while PMS and RMQ or QMR are, these two are vertically opposite angles. This is vertically opposite while the other pair is this one. So again PMS is equal to QMR is equal to 180 minus x degree. Reason is vertically opposite angle. And similarly PMR is equal to SMQ. PMR is equal to SMQ, which is equal to x degree. Again the reason is vertically opposite angle, because this is a ray, this is a ray, this is a ray, these four rays are there, and the angle formed or the angle formed by the opposite rays of the arms of an angle is said to be an opposite angle or vertically opposite angle. Therefore, we found out the value for PMS, QMR and SMQ. Therefore, the measure of PMS, SMQ and QMR are 180 minus x degrees and 180 minus x degrees respectively. Again, this first value refers to this first, second value refers to second, while the third refers to the third angle. That these are the two sums that is given in practice set 20. Now we will proceed with practice set 21, which is also the last practice set of this chapter. In between, you all are given this table I have given you all in your homework to do. This is quite simple. The first diagram given to us is polygon. Number of side is 1, 2 and 3. Number of triangle formed is 1. So we will draw the conclusion based on the sum of the interior angles. So 180 minus 1, which is 180, multiply, sorry. Again, quadrilateral, how many sides? So 4 sides. How many triangles can be formed? 2 triangles. So number of triangles multiplied by 180 degree. Again, pentagon has 5 sides, hexagon 6, heptagon 7, octagon 8, neptune 9, a figure with n sides n. It keeps on increasing. So here number of triangle formed is 1, 2, 3. So 180 multiplied by 3. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. So 180 multiplied by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 180 into 5. 180 multiplied by 6. Here it will be 180 minus n minus 2. So you all are just supposed to write the multiplication. 18 ones are, 18 twos are, 18 threes are, 18 fours are, and a 0. Moving ahead to practice set 21, which is based on the property of exterior angle of a triangle. Again, we know the sum of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree and angles in a linear pair are also 180 degrees. So we will use these two properties and solve the practice set 21. Moving ahead to the first sum. First sum says angle ACD is the exterior angle of ABC and measure of A and B are equal. If measure of ACD is 140, find the measure of angle A and angle B. Moving ahead to the solution. The solution is quite simple. Using the property of exterior angles, we know measure of angle A plus measure of angle B plus the exterior or measure of angle CD. This is equal to these two. That is measure of angle A plus measure of angle B is equal to ACD. The addition of these two is equal to the exterior angle. This is the property of exterior angle. Again, A and B are equal, we are given. So if this is 1, this is also 1. So I can refer measure of this also as A and this also as A. So we are getting 2 measure of angle 2 into A, which is 140. So measure of angle A will be 70. Again, question, we are given in the question that measure of angle A and B are equal. So if A is 70, B is also 70. Hence the measure of angle A and angle B are 70 and 70 respectively. Moving ahead to the second one. Using the measure of the angles given in the figure alongside, find the measure of the remaining 3 angles. We are given this sort of diagram and we are supposed to find out the measure of the remaining angles. That means the values given are 4y, 8y, 6y, and we are supposed to find the values of these angles. So you can see that BOC, this angle BOC is equal to FOE. These are vertically opposite to each other. Similarly, this AOB is equal to EOD. This is opposite to each other. See, this is opposite to each other. This is opposite to each other. And the third one is this angle is opposite to each other. That is what we will be using. Again, BOC is equal to FOE, which is equal to 4y EOD is equal to AOB, which is 8y. AOF is equal to COD, which is 6y. The reason for these three is one and the same, that is vertically opposite angle. Now we can see AOB plus BOC plus COD. That is AOB plus BOC plus COD. This is the line, that is the base, and they form a linear pair. So addition of these angles will be 180 degree. That means 8y plus BOC plus 6y is 180 degree, and we have seen that BOC is nothing but 4y. So I can say 8y plus 6y plus 4y is 180 degree. That is what we have used. 8y plus 4y plus 6y is 180 degree. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. So 18y is equal to 180 degree. Y will be 18 tens are 180. So y, the value of y is 10 degree. Again BOC is 4y. So 4 into 10 is 40. EOD is 8y, that is 8 into 10, which is 80. AOF is 6y, that is 6 into 10 is 60 degree. So we get the values as 40 degree, 80 degree and 60 degree. Hence the measure of BOC, EOD and AOF are 40, 80 and 60 degrees respectively. This is quite simple, just you need to remember what all reasons are there. That means which property will be used, vertically opposite angles or linear pair property, that you should know. Moving ahead to the last sum of this chapter, that is question number 3. In the isosceles triangle ABC, A and B are equal. ACD is exterior angle of ABC. The measure of ACB and ACD are 3x minus 17 and 8x plus 10 respectively. Find the measures of ACB and ACD. Again in this case also we are given these two angles, that is angle A and angle B are equal. We are supposed to find the measure of ACB and ACD and also measure of A and measure of B. Again we are given that they form a linear pair. So addition of these two angles, that is ACB and ACD, will be 180 degree. The value for ACB is 3x minus 17, while the value for ACD is 8x plus 10. Adding this, 8 plus 3 is 11x, minus 17 plus 10 is minus 7. This is 11x is equal to 187. X will be equal to 187 upon 11. So value for x will be 17. Again we got the value for x. We can put the value for x and find the value for ACB and ACD. That's what we have done over here. ACB is 3x minus 17. 3 into 17 minus 17. 17 3 is 51. 51 minus 17 is 34. ACD is 8x plus 10. 8 into 17 plus 10, that is 8 into 17 is 136. 136 plus 10 is 146. We found out the value for ACB and the value for ACD. Now using the exterior angle property, we can say A plus B is equal to ACD. Again A and B are common. Since A and B are same, so 2 into measure of angle A is equal to 146. Measure of angle A is 73. Hence the measure of ACB is 34. ACD is 146. Measure of angle A is 73 and measure of angle B is also 73. I can write it over here. Therefore, measure of B is also 73. Again, reason will be since measure of A is equal to angle B. Along with this chapter gets completed. Hope you all have completed your notes up to this chapter, and I have given the explanation of each and every sums of these chapters. Up to now we have completed up to chapter number 4, and in the next lecture, that is we have completed chapter number 2, 3 and 4. 3 chapters have been completed. Portion is already given to you all for your first assessment exam or for your first unit test. That's all for today. Thank you.